All right, it's time to solve some logarithms without the use of properties, but that's kind of a lie here because we are going to use one of the properties. It's our one-to-one property of logarithms, which we can pretty much take away from exponents, the one-to-one property of exponents, right? If I have log base 3 and log base 3 equal to each other, would it make sense that their arguments are also equal? Yes, it would. So I can take my two arguments, the 2x minus 5 and the x plus 1, set them equal to each other and solve. Basic linear equation for this one, subtract x, add 5, and I get x equals 6. Now with logs, since we have a domain restriction where the argument has to be a positive number, it's got to be greater than 0. I do need to check it. I can clearly see I'm going to have a positive number when plugging in 6 here. This is going to be 12 minus 5, which is 7. And if I plug in 6 here, 6 plus 1 is 7. We're good to go. Next one. All right. Now I've got to solve for x here. Well, this is interesting, right? I don't have log and log, so I don't have the one-to-one property, but perhaps I could do a little exponential form, right? If I have a problem where I'm like, I can't do anything while it's in log form, switch to exponential. See what happens. The worst thing you did is you wasted one step of your time, right? And when you do a step, right, it's not like it's a waste of time. It's math, so it's fun. So we got 6 squared. I was going to get a step ahead there, but we'll pump the brakes. Equals x squared plus 5x. So that's going to be 36. That's what I started right in there. And then I got 5x. All right. Now I'm going to subtract 36 and I'll get 0 equals x squared plus 5x minus 36. And Jenny is wanting to go outside. What's going on, Jenny? You want to go outside or something like that? Yeah? We're trying to make a math video here, Jenny. I think I'm going to have to let her outside. All right, so now I have this quadratic equation, and I think we know what to do with the quadratic equation. I know we like to scream, right, a little bit, but it's okay. We're set equal to 0. We're ready to factor. What multiplies to negative 36 and adds to positive 5? Well, that's going to be my 9 and 4. I'm going to have a positive 9 and a negative 4. So I'm going to get x equals negative 9, and I'm going to get x equals positive 4. Now, we do need to see, hey, do these work in the original problem? Meaning, is my argument going to be a positive number? If I plug in negative 9, I get 81 minus 45, definitely positive. If I plug in 4, I get 16 plus 20. That's definitely positive. We're good to go on both of these. All right. Nice. I think we got time for one more. I think we got time for uno mas. How about this one here? Now I have the same logs again, right? I can use my one-to-one property. So I'm just going to have x squared minus 12 equals 4x. I got a quadratic again. I got to set it equal to 0 to solve, right? That's how I solve quadratics. It's oftentimes we're like freaked out when we see quadratics happen within the context of another problem. Oops, minus 12. And then we're like, what do we do? And we try to do all weird math. This is not true. All right. Quadratics, when we got a quadratic term and a linear term, we got to set it equal to 0, factor, and solve. Or use quadratic formula. Ooh, I don't know if we want to do that right now. All right. So what multiplies to negative 12 and adds to negative 4? That would be negative 6 and positive 2. That equals 0. So I'm going to get, let's see here, x minus 6 equals 0. I'll do the full thing now. The last one I kind of ran out of room. And I'm going to get x equals 6 and x equals negative 2. Now, when I look back at the original problem, if I plug in 6, I get 36 minus 12. I get, that's cool, right? And then I got the other one, plug in 6, I get 4 times 6. That's positive. Wonderful. I'm going to get 24 on both sides, so we're good. Now, if I plug in negative 2, I'm going to have 4 minus 12 is negative 8. That's not good. I can stop right there. Okay, if one of them is negative, it's not going to work. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, but hey, man, if I plug in negative 2 in the other one, they're both going to be negative 8. And that's true, and we set the arguments equal to each other, so they should be equal to each other. But it's a negative inside the log. It's a negative argument, which is outside the domain, right? The domain restrictions are positive arguments, okay? What's inside that log needs to be a positive number, not 0, not negative. It's got to be positive. So we're omitting that one, and that's the way it works here. All right, that's it. You guys did awesome. America Freedom, Rock and Roll Costco, River Dog Jenny on the gram. See ya.